Welcome to Secrets to Alignment with Savannah Schaefer. I am here to equip you with the belief and energy to make your dreams a reality. Take this time to fill your cup and align with the most vibrant version of you. Hello, my love. Welcome back to the Secrets to Alignment podcast with your host, Savannah Schaefer. Today's episode is a bonus episode of the Rich, Rooted, and Radiant Masterclass. I am so excited for you to listen to this. If you didn't join live, this is going to be just as impactful. I am so excited to get this up for you guys. I had so many girls messaging me, letting me know all of the incredible takeaways that they had and just how much this masterclass provided so much value for them. So I'm going to be sharing that with you guys in just a second. Stay tuned till the end so that you can hear all about this upcoming 12-week program that I'm hosting to help you completely transform the way that you view your business and show up in your business to get the maximum results, or in your career, of course, as well. There are only 15 spots available for this group program, so if you'd like to be a part of this exclusive community, let me know. I'm here for you. There's also going to be a form down below that you can fill out as well. I'm so stoked for you to listen. If you have any amazing takeaways, please message me on Instagram. I'd love to hear them, or send me an email. I am here for you. I'm so grateful that you're choosing to tune in, and I will chat with you later. Whenever you're going to that next level, because I think that everyone in this chat can agree that when you're like striving for more, it can sometimes feel like you're doing it on your own until you get together with other women where like we're all coming together and we're like, I feel this, I totally relate with this, and we're all having these different experiences. So utilize that chat as much as you can and know that there is so much happening coming your guys' way in this masterclass. So first off, I wanted to tell you guys there is a huge giveaway happening. I decided yesterday, I was like in the shower, and then after I was putting on my body butters, and I was like, I would love to do a giveaway. So I have this bag here. There's like 16 self-care products. There's tons of skincare. There's like foam loops. There's really like, there's other, I don't know, there's a bunch of other things in there. SPFs, all the things. So just know that if you just take note of your favorite takeaway, I'll be giving you guys details on how to win at the end. But this is the 3-step process to become rich, rooted, and radiant. I feel like people can overcomplicate things sometimes, and I just really wanted to break it down so that you guys know exactly what steps to take. So take notes during this. If you guys have any questions, like either hold them till the end, like literally star it in your notebook, please, so that we actually come back and I cover anything that you're curious about, because I don't want you guys leaving here with things that you're not clear on. So first, we're going to be elevating your success by reprogramming your mind for peace, wealth, and unshakable confidence. I want each and every one of you guys just shining so brightly. We're going to expand your vision to dream bigger. And I mean like the biggest that you guys can dream, because I believe that we all have these desires that are so crazy in our minds, but are actually meant for us. So we're going to feel better. We're going to start attracting everything that we've always wanted. And lastly, for a lot of the women who are in this masterclass, I know that you guys have businesses and you're wanting to attract more dream clients through a bulletproof strategy, through something that just feels easy, aligned, and impactful, something you can go ahead and take action on. So we are going to get into all of this. Now, before I do, I want to make sure that I'm talking to the right crowd here. So I'm going to be listing off these things. And if you guys are in this, or if you've ever had these thoughts, I want you to send in the chat, yes, this is me, or yes, this is me, whatever you want to say. But I want to make sure that this is actually connecting with you guys and landing with you. So first off, have you guys been listening to the podcast, doing all of the quote unquote work, you're doing the affirmations, you're doing all of the things, the meditations, but you're wondering when it'll all click? Have any of you guys been in that season of life? Because I absolutely have. I've definitely been here where I'm like studying so much and I'm like, when is it going to take off? Like, when is it going to happen for me? Yes, you literally did not hold, you literally held my hand. Wait, you literally did not hold my hand, LMAO. Yes, I totally get you. Have you hacked my journal? All of this is spot on. Okay, yes, for years. Yes, yes, yes. All right, now, have you been working harder than ever, posting more consistently than ever, but you feel like there's something that's missing? You know you're like showing up, like you are doing all the things. You're like, I've literally been putting in so much work. When is it all going to take off? Now tell me, have you been feeling all over the place? Maybe stretched a little thin with content and client care and like finding time to prioritize you. Are you feeling that way right now? Yes, 100%. Yup. Okay. All right. I want to make sure that like you guys are actually feeling these things. Are you guys continuously asking, when is it all going to take off? When is it all going to finally pay off? You find yourself comparing. This is something that I want to know if you guys are actually feeling this right now, because some people deal with this and some people don't. Do you ever find yourself comparing your journey that you're currently in to others? And you start to kind of question like if you're doing something wrong, why is it not happening at as fast as that person? Like how does that person always get so lucky? Like they're taking off, they're growing so much, and I'm sitting here and like trying to fucking figure this out. And I don't know what else to do. Yes. So the reason why I know this, guys, is because this is the internal chaos that I had for years. This is the exact same thoughts that I had for so freaking long. So trust me, I understand where you're at. I get you, and I'm gonna be here to support you. So Lily said yes, seeing so many other business owners you know personally growing. I don't post as often as I should because my videos aren't perfect. That's a really, really great one. I know that way too well. Yes, I've been trying to work on this. Self-doubt. Yes, yes, yes. Comparison is the worst. Not anymore. I know I gotta go off a different path. Yes, I love this. Okay, I'm so happy this is landing with you guys. But now I know every single person in this freaking community, everybody here, you guys want dream clients sliding into your DMs asking, how can I start working with you, right? You want opportunities flying to you, being like, hey, I'd love for you to do this event for me. Hey, I'd love to have your services here. Hey, I'd love, love, love for you to do my lashes, my nails, my whatever. You want people in your DMs saying this, right? Type yes in the chat if this is what you want right now. We are literally going to be affirming this as a community, and I am somebody who personally believes in the collective energy of all of us. When we all come together and we all see each other eye to eye and we're really like connecting, I believe that the belief that we all have within each other goes so far. So be like so zoned in on this. If you guys are doing anything on the side, make sure to lock the fuck in right now, okay? I want you guys to be locked in, taking notes, or just sending in the chat, yes, I'm dealing with this. Now, do you want the freedom to live fully, to go on the trips, to pay for your family, to travel across the country with you? Do you want to be able to make an income and make a thriving income while you're creating memories with the ones that you truly love? With also stability and consistency. Do you want a business that supports you even when you unplug and you disconnect? It just continues to flow with ease and stability. You never have to sit there and second guess. Yes, yes, girl, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, amazing. Now, do you want to wake up daily with deep fulfillment, creative energy, and gratitude for the life that you've built? Yes, I want my business to be lucrative and inspiring to others. Of course I do. Yes, yes, yes. Now, lastly, do you want new clients discovering you with ease, ready and excited to invest in your highest tier offers? Like going all in. They're like, "Oh my gosh, no, I don't want that one. I want the one that's like 10 grand. I want the one that's 15K. I want the package that's going to take care of me." That is the kind of energy that we desire here. Yes. Okay. thank fucking goodness that you guys are here because I've helped so many women build these kinds of thriving incomes through my podcast, through social media. And I am here to help you guys do that with intention, alignment, and strategy. I don't know if you guys know a lot about my story, but I actually grew a $1.2 million business by selling beauty products on social media. That was like my entire thing for multiple years. And then that led me to finding my true purpose, which is doing this right here, guiding you guys through transformative experiences. I like to support women who actually have businesses that they are in love with, that they are so passionate about, and I help them turn their magic into an impactful, freedom filled business. But I just want to be completely transparent and honest. It's not all sunshines and rainbows. And a few years ago, I looked successful online, but behind the scenes, I felt so overwhelmed. I was constantly busy, but always felt behind somehow. I was hustling through these 12-hour days. I'm not even kidding you guys, like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I was hustling all freaking day. I was missing dinners with my family, missing dinners with Ty. Like I was doing so freaking much to just make enough to get by. And I couldn't understand, like, why am I seeing all these people who are working 3 hours a day have these businesses that are insane, yet like I'm pushing harder than anyone else around me and I'm not seeing the same results? Like it made no sense to me. Do you guys relate to that? Is that where you guys are at now, or have you been in that position before? Because it's tough. I was constantly burnt out and just stuck in that comparison mode. And my income was so inconsistent. So like I'd have great months and then all of a sudden I'd have one slower month and I literally cannot even explain. Like my mental health would be so low and I'd just be spiraling. Like, what am I doing wrong? Why is it not working? I don't understand. Like, I thought that I was doing all the things. I thought that I was doing the journaling and the blah, 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 and it's just not working. Like, why? I was trying literally everything and still I felt so stuck. Yes, sadly, LOL. Been there. Network marketing is rough. Yeah, I've been in that rut for a while now. I feel triggered at the inconsistency. That's so key. I'm glad that you're picking up on that. Okay, all right. So you guys definitely are understanding. Still working multiple jobs, averaging like 65 hours a week because I'm still spiraling. Girl, like I get you. I understand. I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. If you're in this place, I want you to know that I see you. I've absolutely been there. And I want to show you guys a different way. Okay. This is going to be so simple, but I want to break this down in even to more detail. So I was working harder than ever. This is a photo of my stories. This is when I like moved into my apartment, manifested my apartment, moved out of my parents' house, like all of these amazing things took off this year. But I'm like so sick and I'm talking about how I have calls. I have like 4 calls to attend. And then I need to go get groceries and I didn't eat from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Like, why? What was I doing? Like, that was the state that I was in, like, just constantly on the go, doing all of the things, but not seeing the results. And the truth is, the woman I was in this photo right here, I was not in alignment whatsoever with the woman that I wanted to become because the success that I desired, the 10K, 20K months, the earnings of all of these different awards and all these things, the success that I desired, it required a whole different identity. And this is something I've really just clicked and grounded into, but it required the version of me who was authentic and real and not just putting on this perfectly productive face on social media, smiling and whatever, just to feel enough. I was constantly trying to prove my worth by having a certain amount of stories up, by posting X amount of times every single week. I was just really doing all of these things to prove to myself, like, you deserve it now. You deserve it now, Savannah. And it's not healthy. Like, that's not sustainable. You really do step into your dream life the moment you shift out of those old belief systems, thinking, I need to work harder and harder and harder, and finally live in alignment with your highest self. That is when you transform. Now, I want to see if this feels familiar to you guys. So, this is us right now. We're on this call, we're feeling it. We're like, yes, Everything's going to change from this moment forward. I'm so excited to grow. I'm so excited to make some content after this. We're ready to like make more money and impact more people, all of the things, right? And then like let's fast forward let's fast forward like 4 weeks or so. You're like posting consistently, you're doing all the things, and a few weeks of you doing all of the work and you're frustrated, you're not as motivated, your views or your engagement is kind of low, maybe you're hit with some random like life occurrences and it gets you unfocused and inconsistent, and then we start to self-sabotage and spiral. Does this like seem familiar? If it doesn't, that's fine too. But I want to know who this does resonate with. Yes, it can be so discouraging. The more I post, the less views I seem to get. This is like the saddest thing. I totally understand this. Okay, sad doodle vibes right now. Literally, girl, you are calling me out. This seems to be the cycle that I'm in. Trust me, I understand. I want to explain to you guys why this is happening. For me personally, when I can understand, it really allows it to like land with me a lot better. So I also battle with worthiness, Allison says. Okay, amazing. I'm glad that you guys are recognizing these things and really like checking in with yourself here. So what's happening here is you are actually being protected. Okay. I know it seems like, oh, we're self sabotaging and it's like this horrible thing, but your body and your mind want you to stay safe. So you're repeating the same patterns, you're repeating the same habits, you're experiencing the same discussions and conversations and all the things because it wants you to stay in your comfort zone to avoid change. It knows, your brain knows this. This is the craziest thing. Your brain knows that if you continue to post, if you continue to show up, if you continue to make those connections, if you continue to do all of these things consistently and thriving and month after month after month, your brain knows, oh my gosh, that's going to lead to change. And if that leads to change, everything's going to change. Change is so scary. Change is not safe. I don't know what to do if things change. So your body is doing literally everything possible to hold on to the same place that you are in. So this makes you not keep the promises you've made to yourself. It makes you give into distractions. It makes you prioritize other things over your business when you know, like, you have the time, but then all of a sudden you're like in your closet organizing your fucking closet. Like, girl, you need to be working on your business. You know, you need to be doing those things, but you're getting naturally distracted. You're getting pulled away from your business choices and the things that you need to do. You're scrolling instead of creating. You're comparing yourself to others. You're doom scrolling, whatever it is. Then the cycle starts again. So tell me, does this resonate? Does this make sense? This is like a concept about like, these are some kind of bigger concepts. So I want to make sure that like this actually clicks with you guys, that your brain is keeping you safe by not having you take action and keeping you in the same place. Does that make sense? Yes, yes. Okay, thank you guys for your feedback. Ashley said I was just trying to tell someone that is my biggest weakness and couldn't find the words to make it make sense. Yes, this is it. This makes so much sense. You're speaking to my soul right now. Yes, speaking my language. Okay, good, good, good. All right, I'm so happy you guys are understanding this because it's crazy. Yes, it makes sense, but what the fuck do I do now? Yes, rewiring the brain is so hard because it actually takes effort. Yes, ma'am, it does. Yes, ma'am, it does. But effort is all something that we all have. And isn't that amazing? We have to put in effort to go to the gym. We have to put in effort to do all these different things. So when you shift your identity, okay, you actually do the inner work that it requires for this. When you do that, you don't give a flying fuck about the views or the engagement because you're here to make a difference. You're here to impact people, not just go viral. Like, if you're really that concerned about going viral, I would like to ask you, are you trying to please yourself or are you actually here to show up for others? Because if your concern is just going viral, that sounds like it could be kind of the opposite. And that might be hard to hear. That was a little like, oh, jab in there, sorry. But like, that's the reality here. If you just want to make people smile and laugh, like for me, that's all I'm here to do. I just want people to see my content and just like smile and just laugh and just be like, I fucking love her energy. Like, she's just such a good time. I'm gonna go have such a good time tonight because I'm gonna be my authentic self, because I see Savannah doing that on social media. Like, that is the vibes that I want to give off. Now, when you shift your identity, you actually feel so fulfilled and inspired with your work because you are changing people's lives, and that feels so good. Now you wake up with this clarity and this confidence and the energy to execute all of your ideas with ease and consistency. And you're doing it in a way that like actually stands out. And people are like, oh my gosh, I love what that girl is doing. Like, she is something else. That's the kind of energy that you give off when you shift your identity. You also, please let me know if this one lands with you guys. Send it in the chat. You don't place your worth or your happiness in your income or the number in your bank account. How many of you guys have gotten this habit or this stuck place where like your bank account is at a specific level and internally you're freaking out? Or you see your check for your work or whatever and you're literally freaking out. You're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? How is this all going to work? I'm not doing enough. I never feel like I'm contributing enough. Like, you're getting so in your head, okay? I understand it. Money trauma has been the biggest hurdle in entrepreneurship. Same. Absolutely. Literally for all of us. Entrepreneurship is like, whether you're an entrepreneur or you're in your career that you're obsessed with, you have to get to a place where you don't place your worth and your happiness in your income or in your bank account. Because yes, happiness is within, fulfillment is within, but a lot of times we get so concerned about those numbers, the numbers that are on a screen floating in space and time, that it literally changes our entire mental health. Okay. So when you shift your identity, which is the work that we do, you become the kind of woman who accomplishes everything. And I'm so excited to show you guys how to do this. All right, so let's freaking break it down. If you are ready to hear how to learn how to make your dreams a reality, I want you to please send in the chat, I'm ready. Send in the chat, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I want to hear it from everybody. I kind of sounded like SpongeBob. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, when he's getting ready for school. Okay, let's get into it. All right, guys, I'm so ready. I'm ready. Let's go. All right, so first off, your mindset. And listen, I already know all of you guys in here are like, yeah, Savannah, I've heard about my mindset. I know it's important. But what you maybe don't know is that your mindset is literally controlling 80% of your success. That's a huge chunk. And this is an 80%. I didn't just pull that out of my butt and be like, I'm just going to slap a number on here. I did so much research to find out how much is actually responsible for your success. And this is the number that came up over and over and over again. Tony Robbins has come up with this number, so many other people. Now, 95% of our thoughts in our mind are on repeat every single day, all the time. And 80% of those are typically negative unless you intentionally shift them. It's the kind of thoughts that are naturally like, what's wrong? Like, your mom calls you and you're instantly like, what's wrong with my mom? Or you're doing something and you're like, I really don't think this is gonna work, but like, I'm just gonna show up anyways. Like, my mindset has to be there. Like, I need to do it anyways. Like, whatever. Like, you just push through. The most successful people who are around us, they do not work harder. I'd really like you to think about that for a second. They're not working harder. They're thinking differently. They may be also working harder, but they're not just doing that. This is the mindset. The mindset is so much more important than that. And when you ignore the mindset work, 1 week you're on fire, you're feeling good, you're posting, and then the next you're ghosting your entire audience because you're in your head, and then you're creating inconsistent results, and then you're like, why is this happening? I don't understand it. I'm so confused. Like, I thought that I was doing all the right things. Then you're procrastinating, then you're overthinking because deep down you actually don't feel good enough. Tell me, does this make sense? Working smarter, not harder has excelled my business 100%. Same, girl. I get you. Yes. Okay, good. It really just clicked. Yes, Karina, that's exactly how I feel. Oh yeah, I'm in the ghosting right now. Exactly. Okay, so I'm happy that we're calling ourselves out here. This is a good thing. Now, I want to give you guys, I usually didn't think that I'm not cool enough. Oh my gosh. No, Deborah, you're really cool. I think that every single person on this call would think that you're so fucking cool for the woman that you are. I think that every single person on this call is cool because you guys are here to grow and expand. Everybody is amazing and so cool and has so much to offer. I've been ghosting and it's bad. Okay, I get it, guys. I do. So listen, these are the best mindset shifts that I've made. And I really, again, I want you guys to lock in on these or take notes on these. Like these are my biggest takeaways for mindset stuff that I've studied over the last 7 years of my life. Your business thrives when you do. Okay. I'm talking when your cup is filled and you show up to your business, that's when your business is going to expand. When you show up to your business and you're like, I just need to get these 5 things crossed off my list. I just need to get this over with right now. I need to make the post. I need to like go sit down and do all these emails, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I just need to figure it out and whatever. That is not the energy that we want to come to your business with. Your business thrives when you do. If that means you need to go take a 15-minute moment to just go meditate and like center yourself or stretch or dance, have a dance party, like whatever it is, do that for yourself and then come back to your work because you will not expand your business from that energy of stress, of constraint, of frustration, all of the things. Now, number 2, you feel different compared to all of the people around you, compared to your friends. You feel like you can't really have the same conversations that you used to. You feel different because you actually are different. And that might be a little lonely, but I want you to freaking embrace it. And know that there are so many people when you let go of those connections that are not fulfilling for you. And I know this is going to hit. If you let go of those connections that are not fulfilling for you, you welcome in other people to fill that space. People who are there to just simply nourish you. People who are there to see you thrive, see you win, because that's what you deserve. Now, there is always enough to go around. I think that this is so easy to get into this mindset of, oh my gosh, like for example, let's say that you're a juice business and a juice business opens up 2 doors down and you're starting to freak out and you're like, why I cannot believe she bought that place 2 doors down. Are you kidding me? We sell the same thing. That's gonna take all of my business. Her products are probably better. Her marketing is probably better. We're getting like so into this comparison mode. Stop doing that. That is such a lack mentality. If you're worried about people stealing your ideas, if you're worried about sharing about your goals on social media because like you don't want that stuff, no. Collaboration always over comparison. Collaborating with other people in your industry is so helpful because you get to learn from them and you get to grow from them and they tell you, "Oh my gosh, I did that, girl, and I would not do that again." They tell you things that you're like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." There's always so much more to go around. There's an abundance of people on this earth. If you look outside your window, there is an abundance of trees and plants and people, cars, all the things. Abundance is everywhere. Shift your mindset out of lack and get into abundance. Tell me right now in the chat, are you guys in an abundance state right now? Or do you feel like you're in a lack? Do you kind of get into both? Like, where are you at? Now, progress over perfection. This is huge. I know so many people, and even myself in the past, I wouldn't post my content because I'd be worried that like it wasn't good enough. I would be constantly comparing myself. I would be looking at someone else's and being like, "Whoa, I'm not going to post that now." Because that's not even comparable to theirs. I totally understand this, but posting and just getting it out there, progress is so much better than perfection. And I know that perfectionism can hold us back so much, but when you truly believe in your own magic, perfection does not hold you back. That does not hold you back any longer. Okay, I'm reading through the chats right now. Both ebb and flow, but mostly lack. Both kind of dabble into both. Business feels good, but life feels hard right now, and it's hard to not let it overlap. That is so, so, so true. kind of in between, but more lack, always worried the posts aren't good enough. Oh, we're all so self-critical. Exactly. So good. Okay. I'm so happy that like we're actually here right now and understanding these things and like realizing them. Because first off, I will say that if there's anything on this slide right now that you feel like, oh, I need to work on this, literally take a photo of the slide and go type it into YouTube. Like, seriously, we have all of the resources at our fingertips and we can always be finding things that support us. So if you're in that situation, like, please go and help yourself. You have the responsibility to honestly do that. But also know that there are always things that are going to be presented to you that you can learn from. And when you give freely, you receive abundantly. Even if you don't have a lot to give as much as you can. And please, like, this is such a big one that I've had to realize personally. And I'm always now like just giving people extra tips. And like, I saw a girl picking up trash on my street randomly. She's just like outside picking up trash. And I literally thought to myself, wow, I wish I had like $50 on me right now just to hand to this girl for picking up trash. Like, how generous is that? And when you make money, you can give money away. Like, this is the cool thing, is that we can all do it together. Okay, now I have this really great question for you, and I'm gonna have everyone just take a deep breath here. Let's like slow it down. I know that I'm like a lot of energy right now. We'll slow it down for a second. Let's take a deep breath. Now I want you to ask yourself, what do you feel like success will do for you? How will it make you feel? Will it make you feel safe, secure, free, loved? Put it in the chat. What will it make you feel? This is like one of the most powerful questions right here. And I'm going to tell you guys why in just a second. Peace, calm. It will make me feel free and accomplished. Okay, that's 4 of you guys. I'm going to wait until we continue. Peace and free, freedom, peace, aligned, calmness. Okay. Cool. All right. So a lot of freedom, a lot of peace, a lot of calm, equal to my husband who does well. Free, aligned, and inspired. So abundant, peace, and relief. All right, guys. Now, take a moment to ask yourself, when in my life have I not felt free, peaceful, calm, secure, abundant, inspired, all of these different things? When in my life have I not felt free, secure, safe, all of these different things? Maybe that goes back to your childhood. Maybe you didn't grow up in a childhood that was actually calm or peace, that had any peace in it. Maybe you had parents that were super strict, never let you do anything, so you always felt like you were trapped. I want you guys to actually think on this. When I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, when I didn't have a clear purpose. Yes. So listen, when you guys, this is the thing right here, is that we are all chasing this feeling of, I want to feel peaceful. I want to feel calm. I want to feel safe. I want to feel secure. I want to feel free. But if you continue to chase that and you do not create that internally for yourself, you will not manifest that. That will not come into your life because you've never experienced it. So we're trying to chase this thing that we think that it'll feel like, but if you can get to a point where you feel peaceful and calm within yourself, and that's your intention for the next month, you're like, I just want to feel peaceful and calm. That is when things are going to transform. Does this make sense? Does it make sense that we're chasing something that we've never experienced before? Or that we only experience when we're journaling or we're meditating or whatever, but we don't feel that on a daily basis? Because if we all felt peace and relief and free and aligned and inspired, we wouldn't want success. We must create that within ourselves first. Yes, that makes so much sense. Yes, total sense. Good. I'm so happy to hear that. And please, anyone, like, ask questions if you have them. I'm here. Okay, I'm gonna share a story about my client Emily because this was like her experience, okay? My client Emily, she actually went through some really traumatic things growing up. She was sexually abused by someone in her family. She was also sexually abused in her college days as well. And she started her business. She's an esthetician in Cincinnati. She's allowed me to share this story too. She's an esthetician in Cincinnati and she's been in the industry for 3 years and her business was stuck at 3K months. When she came to me, she was feeling very unmotivated. She had no confidence. I remember that was one of the biggest things that we were trying to transform for her. And she wanted to grow her social media so that she could welcome in the financial freedom that she'd been working so hard for. Now, we worked through all of her limiting beliefs and a lot of the trauma that she experienced, a lot of the trauma that made her feel less than, a lot of the trauma that made her feel like she actually wasn't worthy because someone had taken advantage of her. And there was so many weights that were just holding her down in this negative self-talk loop. It was really bad. And we let go of so much within her, everything that was no longer serving her, everyone who was no longer serving her. And through doing that, now she is the most creative she's ever been. She is the most confident she's ever been. You actually can see a change literally in her smile, in her face. You can see how authentically she's showing up. She's attracting new clients every single week. Every single week, she texts me, Sav, I just now got a new client. Sav, this girl saw my Instagram and now she just now booked with me. Her business is now making 12K a month, okay? This was her numbers. Her numbers were $20,000. She made $20,000 in the month, or I mean, in the year of 2023. After working with me, she scaled to nearly 100K. Okay? What I am teaching you right now, the way that your mindset controls so much is so real. All of these facts are exactly what show that. When you desire to feel like the CEO of your life and your business, you're deeply grounded in your decisions and you no longer are like second guessing yourself. You feel clear, confident, and focused no matter what is around you. And I know a lot of us have been saying, like, life feels kind of hard right now. When you feel like you're 100% grounded, no matter what is happening around you, you really don't feel that disrupted. And I can speak on that personally. If you guys knew, if you guys knew the things that were happening in my life that I'm not allowed to share about, I think that a lot of people would really fold in this position. But I know that I'm just so grounded in my life and who I am and what I'm doing. And it doesn't disrupt my confidence. It doesn't disrupt my clarity. It doesn't disrupt my focus. That's why I'm so consistent and I'm always pushing through. Your mindset work is non-negotiable. Love you, sister girl. Amazing. Makes sense. Trauma, inherited beliefs really mess up our lives. Now, this is what the second one is. Mastering manifestation. This is where the magic gets to come in. I'm so excited to get into this. This is the key to living the most expansive life, not the most expensive life, the most expansive life, having the life of your freaking dreams. Now, most people will make their goals achievable by the standards that other people have set for us, okay? And your desires were placed on your heart for a reason. The person in whatever grade you were in that told you that you weren't good enough, or that teacher that told you you were never going to be successful, or that you're too much, you're too loud, your energy is just way too disruptive, whatever. That is all someone else's beliefs being placed onto you, okay? And the greats, the people who have made the most huge impact in our societies, like Oprah Winfrey, Will Smith, Jim Carrey, Conor McGregor, Lady Gaga, they've all credited their success to visualization and manifestation. I remember the story about Jim Carrey. He wrote himself a $10 million check for acting services. And then he ended up signing Dumb and Dumber for exactly $10 million, which honestly, if you think about that movie, that's insane. They paid him $10 million for. And same for Oprah Winfrey, like the vision that she had of impacting so many people's lives. Like, how fucking cool is that? It makes me so excited just to hear about those. Now, manifestation, I know that it gets this like title of like, that's so woo woo, that's so woo woo, blah, blah, blah. It's magic, it's not real. No, manifestation is like actually science. And that is the kind of things that I'm super deeply educated in. Like, Ty and I will get into arguments about this because I'm like, sir, I know what I'm talking about. Do you know anything about quantum physics? Do you know anything about law of attraction? Do you know anything about all these different things? And I'm like throwing things at him, and he's like, oh, okay, so you actually know something. I'm like, yeah, sir. Manifestation is so real, and you are actively right now, as you are watching this right now, you are actively creating and strengthening neural pathways in your brain, and you need to use this with intention. If you continuously think negatively, you're building upon negative neural structures in your brain. If you continue to think abundantly, those are going to multiply and they are going to lessen the amount of negative thoughts. Does that make sense? This is all from neuroscience. That is like the simplest way to break it down. It goes way deeper into like literally the synapses and like how things communicate and the dendronite and like all these different things. I like actually read through it all. I can't explain it to you because that's just not how my brain works. For the girls who are like green personalities, that's not how my brain works. But that's what's happening is you're actually changing your brain chemistry here. Okay, so my favorite ways to manifest, if you guys are like, I want to dip my toes more into manifesting, I want to be better at this, I love to write in my journal as if X has already happened. So I will say, like, I am so happy and grateful that I just spoke on this stage in Australia. It was amazing. I did so good. I am so grateful. Arya got to watch, Tyler got to watch. It was such an impactful experience. I had so many people in the crowds asking me questions. Like, I think through the entire experience and I journal it all out and I feel it happening to me. It is so special. So this is cultivating the feelings within yourself to intentionally every single day rewire the way that my brain responds to the success that I'd like to receive. So like I will sit there and I will actually tell myself it is safe for me to experience wealth. It is safe for me to be seen on a stage where everyone is witnessing me. Anytime that I save or I spend my money, like literally anytime I go grab a coffee or a toast or anything, I literally like imagine myself rooted in the ground with like tree branches coming off of my freaking heels. And I stand rooted and grounded within myself. And I literally will feel my heart swell of gratitude and appreciation. And in the beginning of doing that, it's gonna feel super uncomfortable and super strange. But once you continue to ground yourself into what success and safety actually feels like, you change again your neural pathways, you change your nervous system, you can shift so much from actually dealing with how your body responds. So the next time that you go to pay for something, like the next time that you go to pay for your rent, or maybe you're paying for like a coaching opportunity or like something, actually start to notice how your brain and how your body responds. This will give you a starting place to feel more safe the next time. Now, I want to ask you guys this, and I want you guys to send this in the chat if you guys can. If you could accomplish or have anything, I'm talking like the biggest thing in your mind that you're like, that would take a lot, but I would love to experience that, or I'd love to pay for that. What would it look like? For me personally, one of my biggest visions is flying my entire family. So I have a huge family. I've got five brothers and sisters, and then I have my two parents. And now they're divorced, so then I also have their partners as well. So my vision is to take care of everyone's flights, everyone's expenses to fly us to Africa so that we can go feed and take care of and play soccer with the kids in Africa. that is like something that's been on my heart for so long. And my intention behind that is that I want my parents and my siblings to see how amazing we have it here. That is so important. I want them to come home feeling so grateful and appreciative of everything that we have. And I think that it would change their entire experience, truly. So that's one of the biggest goals that I have. And that takes a good amount of money. I mean, that's like, yeah, that's going to take a lot. And I'm so excited to make that a reality. So share with me your guys' biggest vision. What would it look like? Being able to pay the majority of having a house built for my fiance and wherever I plan to move. I love that. Imagine that. You get to pay like, imagine you make, oh my gosh, $1 million in a year and you get to put like 700,000 of that towards building the home of your dreams. How beautiful. A life goal I have is to spend a summer in the French countryside. Olivia, I'm literally coming with you, honey. We're gonna be there together. Overlooking vineyards and lavender fields. I want to do this with my husband and I want to make enough money that I can fund this and allow my husband to take the full summer off of work. That is so special. These are the types of things, guys, that like Olivia, I want you to literally journal as if you woke up in the vineyard or in this French countryside beautiful home. Journal as if like, oh my gosh, I'm looking down, I'm seeing all of the lavender, I'm looking down, I'm seeing all of the vineyards. I want Ashley, I want you to journal as if you've already put all of the money towards it and now you guys are designing things, and how exciting is that? Ria, I want you to journal about you actually being in Paris and what you're seeing when you're looking around you, where you're located, all of the things. Like fully engulf yourself in this vision of whatever it is that you guys desire. Ooh, Taylor, have my own beach house. Yes. I have this vision of me and Ty and Aria being in a beach house in California while I'm speaking at an event there. And like I can see myself waking up. Jamie Dean actually got to hear a little bit about my vision of this, but it's so special of just like actually dreaming up these things and like walking yourself through it of like, I can smell pancakes. I can envision the beautiful views of the ocean. Like when you can get so detailed, that just shows that it's meant for you. Be a published book author with a worldwide talking tour. Guys, all of you guys have such beautiful visions, and I'm so grateful that you guys actually have this like ability to share it and want to be sharing it. Purchase my investment properties and feel extra confident financially to start our family. Yes. Vain and bougie, never vain, never. But I want to fly private with my puppy so he doesn't have to be frazzled taking a trip. Lilia is like the definition of the legally blonde girl. Like when she's at college, I forgot what her name is. But she's like got her puppy and she would totally put it in her purse, except he's too big, but it's like so cute. Okay, I love hearing this, guys. Thank you so much for all of these beautiful things. Yes, Alan Bruiser Woods. Yup, you get it. Yes, London Tipton. You were literally London Tipton. Okay, all right, we're gonna keep it moving just because I want to show you guys some more. So, manifesting to me, I know a lot of people just think like, oh yeah, just like think it and then it'll happen. But manifesting to me actually means that you have a clear vision and you take aligned action and intuitive action. This is exactly how I've manifested, oh my gosh, 6 different trips in different countries for free, completely paid for. This is how I manifested moving into my own apartment and then moving in with Ty. I didn't even know that I was going to be moving in with Ty, but I'm telling you guys this, when I was living at my parents' house and I was thinking about moving into my own apartment, I asked myself, what would be next? And I journaled on this specifically. What would be next after moving into my own apartment? I said, okay, in 2 years after that of moving into my own apartment, I would like to be in a house. I'd like to be pulling up in my own driveway, walking through my garage, walking up the stairs and into our beautiful home. I thought of this entire vision. Then I ended up meeting Tyler. Then I ended up moving in with him. And then I ended up having the house. And I met Tyler at the gym. Like, just to think that if I wasn't in the mood that I was in, or if I didn't go to the gym that day or whatever, like none of this would have happened. Aria wouldn't have been here. I manifested the cars that I drive. I manifested so freaking much. And manifestation has literally allowed me to step into the reality of my dreams. You do not manifest what you want. This is something that you should probably write down. You do not manifest what you want. You manifest what you feel. So if you feel calm, peaceful, abundant, you attract that. If you feel constantly stressed, constantly feeling like I don't have enough, constantly wondering what is wrong with me, getting in your head, all of that, then you manifest more of that, my love. And I can't have that for you. I simply cannot. So the unwavering belief and just ambition to do the inner work, that has granted me the life that I live right now. Like, and same for all of my clients. I have a few of my clients on here right now, but they've literally scaled their businesses from 1.8K a month to $15,000 a month within 6 months. That big of a drastic change. Like, manifesting the home of their dreams, the studio of their dreams, traveling on their own, and now thinking about starting like beauty brands and all of these huge things. Like, so much happens when you decide to do that. And without getting clear on your vision and having all of this confidence, you may find yourself in this constant cycle of just stopping and starting on your goals all the time. You don't feel clear and you don't feel like you have a plan to get there. You're literally delaying your dreams. But if you desire to create this life that's so expansive and you're living the life of your wildest dreams with travel and loving relationships and a work life that feels motivating and exciting and fulfilling, your manifestation, that will help you get there so much faster. Does this resonate with you guys? Does this make sense? Okay, amazing. Thank you guys for saying yes and thumbs upping. All right. So the last thing that I have for you guys, now this is more for your business-minded brain, okay? I'm so excited for you guys to understand this part more, because this is actually like, this is a skill that I feel like I was just born here with, and that is magnetic marketing, attraction marketing. This is how I attract clients through social media with ease and intention. I mean, even for this call, I had 70 people register within 1 week. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. It's so cool to see that I have such an incredible community, but it's because of these strategies that I have created. So, for just reference, Instagram influences 80% of users' buying decisions. Have you guys ever had someone message you saying, or have you ever messaged someone, let's say this, and you're like, oh my gosh, girl, where did you get your nails done? And she says, Jamie. She doesn't have an Instagram though. Probably not going to go look. Okay. But if you're like, Jamie, you look at her Instagram and you're like, oh my gosh, she's so good. I love her style. I absolutely would love to work with her. That's how Instagram influences your buying decisions. Okay. Instagram is so important, and it can be something that propels your business for years. Your authenticity, this is like the biggest thing that I've ever learned. Your authenticity attracts. Think about all of the creators or business owners that you love watching the most. Think about them. Think about how much do you know about them? You probably know a good amount about them, I would assume. You feel like you relate with them, you feel like you can connect with them, and you feel like you can trust them. Oh my gosh, Sammy just said, not just now said, talk about manifesting, just got paid a random $600 from a client as a thank you bonus. That is amazing, Sammy. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I love that. Okay. So, yes, like you feel like you really connect with these people. This makes you want to buy anything that they're selling. Or the next time that your friend says, "Oh my gosh, like you've got to go check out," or I'm dealing with this, we're going to automatically want to recommend our friend that we feel like we know through social media to buy their thing. Like, we want to get referrals. So this is how your business will grow so much, by you just being the most authentic, real version of yourself. In 2025, like, if you're not using social media intentionally, you're leaving money on the table, you're leaving momentum, and you're leaving your dream clients on the table. Now, how to use attraction marketing? Let me break this down for you, okay? First, build a strong personal brand. This is my bread and butter. This is what you guys see through my social media. You guys, like, probably, I was gonna say, tell me something in the chat that you guys know about me, but like, you guys pretty much know like everything about me. Like, honestly, you guys know a lot about me. Now, that is because I have a very strong personal brand. And if I were to pop out tomorrow and say, I'm selling a clothing line, I'd probably have so many people be like, oh my gosh, I want to buy that because I've built this really strong personal brand. The more that people know about you, the more that they trust you, and you also show so much congruency and connection. So sharing things outside of your business helps so much than just the promotions or just the business content. So if you're saying like I have this course I'm launching or I'm selling this or whatever and you're like I'm running a flash sale on this, but people don't even know like much about you, why would they buy that? Like there's not like that connection there. They're like, oh, okay, that's a good price, but a price point doesn't really make someone buy. Them feeling connected and trusting and just, yeah, relatable to you, that's what makes them purchase. So share things outside of your business. I just now talked to one of my clients about this, and we came up with a rule of like, if she's going to share something about her business, she also has to share one thing about her personal life. Whether that's a picture of her on the treadmill saying that she's so grateful, or this is the music she's listening to, or that she's proud of the work she's been putting in, or whatever. Balancing it out helps so much. This was drilled into me, and this is what helps me build a $1.2 million business. Like straight up, this was the biggest thing that I did. Now, you also have to know what makes people buy. So I'm going to break this down as fast as possible, guys. I want to explain to you guys what the 4 color personalities are. Okay. So if you're like, I need strategy, this is the time to lock in and to really pay attention here and to take notes really fast. So start typing or start scribbling. Green personalities. Green personalities want to know everything. They want to know the ingredients. They want to know the stats. They want to know the facts. They want to know the details. They want to know the nitty gritty. They're the people who ask a ton of questions. They're the people who want to know everything. Green personalities. Okay. Yellow personalities. They're attracted to people who are giving, who are helpful, who give gratitude, who are donating to different brands. Like they're the type of people, like yellow personalities, I just associate with like help. They are attracted towards of like, I'm going to help you. I'm going to support you. I'm going to hold your hand through it. They really feel supported by like help. Um, and they're really inspired by like donating and like things like that. Then you have red personalities. Red personalities are very money driven, status driven. Think of like red Ferraris, bougie clothing, bougie cars, like all of the things. That is like a red personality. They're wanting to like make so much money. And then you have blue personalities. Blue personalities are so fun. They're the life of the party. They want to be invited to events. They want to be invited to all of the different like parties that you're throwing. They want to be connected with people in person. They thrive off of connection. So if you have a community and you're promoting specifically like, yeah, like you're going to feel very connected with people, that is that kind of person, okay? So the blue color personality. So those are the 4 personalities. And when you create content, you can start to kind of target those people through that so that you're hitting all of the different reasons why people buy. Hopefully that makes sense. And let me know if it doesn't. I hope that it does. Elfie said, this is hitting home. I need to change my strategy. I don't share anything about my me unless it's about my business. I've never heard of this, but I love it. Good. Totally makes sense. Thank you, Sav. Sav, my problem is the opposite. I share it and I enjoy sharing my personal life, but I don't know how to bring my business into it without sounding salesy or annoying. Deborah, you should absolutely message me about that because that's like a whole different topic that I feel like we could get into and really break down so easily for you where you'd understand it with ease. Now, your intention and your energy, it really must be pure, okay? People sense this very quickly. People know if you are coming off as desperate, if you're just trying to make a sale to make your rent, people can sense that. So come from a place of giving. There's times where like I will literally just center myself like here and be like, I am here to serve the collective. I'm here to provide value. I center myself as frequently as I can so that I can make the biggest impact as possible. So I want you to just ask yourself, this is just a question for you. How can you start to connect with your audience more authentically and consistently? So if you find that you're kind of putting on this picture perfect type of show, how can you be more authentic? if you feel like you're kind of in and out on posting, you're getting excited one week and then you're kind of falling back into the trap of like not posting, how can you be more consistent and set up real structures for yourself so that you can build a sustainable business? This is okay. This is my client Isabel. I'm really excited to share about her. So she's a waxer in Florida. She came to me when her business was stuck at 9K last year. She was feeling super drained. She was working so much, doing a bunch of services she didn't really enjoy. And she just wanted more time off for herself and her family. This girl, she's so cute and so funny. She's literally a character. Like, I will, like, you guys need to go follow her on Instagram. But she has a turtle, she has a bird, she has an iguana, and she has a cat. And then she has her husband who's a police officer. And this is like her little family, and it's so freaking cute. But I love that she's just so motivated to like take care of the people around her. We simplified her business so much. We eliminated the services that she wasn't vibing with and that weren't exciting for her, that didn't work with her schedule. And then we built out a personal brand on her social media. She just texted me that she has had 18 new clients in the last 4 days. That is insane. This girl's on her stories sharing the most funny content. Like she never even posted on her stories before this. She barely posted reels, nothing. But we built her out a whole personal brand that now she's like fully herself on social media. And she makes bank, to be honest. She's working way less. She works 4 days a week. She's making $12,000 a month and she has time for herself. And she just now got a new studio that now she has 2 rooms. She's about to employ somebody else, and her life is just so much more balanced and like happy. It's really so inspiring. Like I like love that so much. So without you getting this down, your content, it's gonna feel kind of like a chore, like something that you have to do. You're gonna be sharing on socials and it's not gonna light you up. You're gonna be attracting new clients. You won't be attracting new clients and it's going to feel like this mystery that you literally can never figure out. Her Instagram is a if you type in, there you go, Sheer. Thank you, Silky Skin Studio. There you go. Thank you, Sheer, because I really did not remember. Okay, if you desire to have new clients discovering your business with ease, they're paying you for your highest ticket services, and you actually have more time for yourself, when you master marketing specifically, this is going to support you immensely. Okay. So it is time to elevate, expand, and attract with ease because you are worthy of experiencing this. Now, I want you guys to affirm in the chat. Are you ready? Right now, we are all declaring this. Are you ready? Put I'm ready to start attracting new clients through your social media, saying, how do I book with you without hustling 24/7? Type I'm ready in the chat. Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, Alfie, you're so sweet. I love your vibes and energy, Savannah. Oh, thank you. Okay, are you ready to magnetize new opportunities and experiences that allow you to feel deeply fulfilled and incredibly passionate? And are you ready to step into the most abundant, confident, and balanced self, where life and business gets to feel fun, flowy, and effortless? Okay, all right. I love this. Yes, yes, yes. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. All right. Then we're going to go through this little guided visualization. I have a treat for you guys. So if you're in a space where you can close your eyes, I really want you to just be open to receiving this. If you haven't ever done this before, it's very, very simple and it's not going to harm you. Just like relax, take a 5-minute break from being turned on, take a moment to just shut your eyes. And I'm going to walk you guys through something really, really special. Okay. So taking a moment just to connect with your breath really, really quick here. We're going to take in 3 really deep breaths and really deep exhales. And you're going to end the exhales with like a sound, like an HA sound. Okay. So we'll take 3 really quick. Now, keeping your eyes closed, I want you to imagine yourself getting out of bed, your feet hit the floor, and you're feeling so clear-minded. You're excited and ready to start your day. You walk into your bathroom to do your skincare routine while staring at yourself in the mirror with so much gratitude for another day full of doing what you love. You take some time to fill your cup, leaving you feeling vibrant and alive. And you go to check your phone and you see that you already have 3 new people who are ready to buy your services. And you just know it is the start to an abundant day. You're feeling so excited, so elated, so grateful. Now you take a second to grab your favorite coffee or your matcha or your tea or a smoothie, and you receive it from the barista and it tastes perfect. And when you go to pay, they let you know that the car in front of you already paid for you. They picked up your tab and you just feel into that support and abundance that is always surrounding you. As you get to work at home or in your studio space, you're filled with just beaming positive energy, knowing that you are making an impact that is so special, so unique, and you're truly changing people's lives for the better. You're allowing them to show up with confidence and a little pep in their step just because they came into contact with you. Your energy encourages them to refer all of their friends and family to you. Every single one of your clients are ready and excited to pay you. They want to tip you extra. They would even pay double what you charge because you're just so loved by everyone who enters your world. After a fulfilling day, you get to relax knowing that you're so lucky to do what you love every single day. You have so much incredible energy. You feel so creative, alive, and truly unstoppable. As you go and do your nighttime routine, you rest your eyes to go to sleep and you think, wow, what a life I get to live. I am so thankful I decided to go all in on my future. Now, taking a moment here just to take another good deep breath, coming back into the space around you, feeling fully relaxed, but also excited and fulfilled. You can go ahead and open your eyes and send in the chat, how do you feel right now? I literally teared up, full of love to give. No one can bring me down, feeling like it's already happened, calm. I don't want that to end. Girl, thank you for the bubble breath for my brain. You are so welcome. Peaceful, trusting, and inspired, very relaxed in the best way, refreshed and excited to keep going, knowing that I'm supported so fucking good. My dream life feels so close. I feel like I transported, relieved, and excited. Wow. I literally like, oh, you guys, doing just that, that was like 5 minutes of our time. That legit makes me feel like it's everything that I'm supposed to do here. And to make you guys feel this way, like, oh my gosh, it just makes me so grateful. So thank you guys. Thank you for going through that with me. Now, I want to ask you, are you ready for this to be your reality? Are you ready for that we just now walked through to be your reality, to actually wake up feeling so excited, so abundant, so thankful that you decided to go all in on your future? Praying for that. I'm ready. Yes, yes, I know I was made for this. Okay. I have something so special for you guys. All right. I want to introduce you guys to my program called Magnetize. This is my 12-week expansion portal. This is going to expand your capacity to receive more, to stress less, and attract your goals with ease, all through foolproof strategy and aligned action. Okay? I am so excited about this, guys. Everything that we've been covering throughout this, we will be going through such a huge deep dive. This is for the woman who feels it in her bones that she is ready to expand. She knows she's meant for more. She desires freedom, inner growth, and to make an incredible impact. She's ready to hit her revenue goals in the next 90 days. She is ready to serve more clients and make a deeper impact in her community. And she creates a consistent income and experience, living her life to the fullest. This is for the girl who just internally feels like, I am absolutely ready to step into that. Now, I'm going to walk you guys through my client, Amber. She just went through this program and she had such incredible results. Before joining, she was feeling all over the place. She didn't know how to attract her ideal clients through social media, and she knew something internal was just off and blocking her from the success that she wanted. Today, she is sharing her personality through social media like never before. She's attracting new clients, she's selling out local events, and she's truly loving the work that she does. It's been so beautiful to watch her expand. I can't even tell you guys. I've loved every single moment. Now, this 12-week program, this is what it looks like. Okay. And I'm going to drop the link in the chat so that you guys can apply, just so that you guys can get info if you would like to join. This is going to be weekly sessions on Zoom with a community of like-minded, driven women, the same kind of community that we've cultivated here and today. We're going to do a recorded call, and then there will be a live call every single week so that you guys can actually integrate. I feel like a lot of programs just give you a lot of information, and even I've done this in the past. I'm giving the information and then the integration call as well. So I'm here to support you throughout the entire thing. You're going to have the exact resources that you need to expand your income and your impact. You'll get custom meditations, just like that visualization that I just now walked you through. It'll be just like that, so dreamy, so expansive. You're going to have journal prompts. We're going to let go of so much together, and this is going to shift your entire perspective and your reality. You'll also have ongoing support anytime that you need it. So if you're ready to step into that version of yourself who has the mindset that you have been working so freaking hard to, but you're just waiting for everything to finally click, this is for you. If you want to know that your social media is actually attracting people and you're doing everything that you need to, we're also going to be getting into that as well. All you have to do is apply through that link. I'll schedule a call with you personally. We will chat on the phone. We'll make sure that it's actually in alignment with your goals. And I am capping this at 15 spots. I've done more in the past. I've done less in the past. I feel like 15 spots is such a sweet spot for me. And the doors will be closing actually on Mother's Day. So please only apply if you are truly ready for change and you really desire to step into this new version of yourself. I'm so excited to see who I get to support in a more close, connected way. I love, love, love watching you guys transform personally, and I cannot wait to see who gets to get in there with us. Now, I wanted to go ahead and just explain what this giveaway looks like as well. So these are all the products that you're going to receive. There's also one more product that I threw in there as well, and it's from the La Roche-Posay. And I want you guys to just share. All you have to do is just tag me on your stories and share one of your favorite takeaways. You'll be entered to win. You're going to get 16 different self-care products. There's so much goodies in here. And all you have to do is just share on your stories, of course. And if there's anything that you guys have questions about, I am sticking around. I'm literally right here. So send them in the chat. If there's anything about manifestation that you're curious about, anything about marketing, anything about attraction marketing, anything about mindset work, subconscious reprogramming, anything at all, send it now. I am here and I'm going to stay on here for as long as needed so that you guys feel super clear when you're leaving. And I'm so excited for you guys. Thank you guys so much for your time. I cannot wait to witness your expansion. And if there's any wins that you guys get, like the freaking $600 bonus that Sammy got while she was on this, please send them to me, DM them to me. I love, love, love seeing what you guys do and all of the wins that you guys have. And I just want to celebrate you and just be there for all of your manifestations. So, if there's any questions, yes, any tips for getting over the worry of what other people think. I feel like I hold myself back and I don't want to do that anymore. That is such a good question. Okay. This is going to be a little deeper for you, Olivia, but this is exactly what I would say to do. First off, okay, what are you actually? Let me ask you this. Olivia, would you mind just unmuting yourself and I can just talk to you about it? I think that this is going to help a lot more people than just you.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep, I
Okay.
can. Okay, so let me ask you, what are you worried that they're gonna say?
I don't know. I always have a fear of embarrassing myself or people are going to laugh at me. And I don't even know why. Like, I don't know why they would. I think that I have some good stuff to share, but I just worry that, I don't know, like
Yeah,
people that I've known in the past, like they're going to be like, what is this girl doing? Why is she trying to act like an influencer? How embarrassing.
yeah,
I
I
worry
get
about that.
that. Okay, so I'm
Oh,
so
and then I also want to say too, how you were talking earlier about sharing more of your personal life. I want to do that too, but again, I'm worried about, oh, people are going to think, I don't know what they're going to think, but something random and negative.
okay. So I'm so happy that you guys are sharing that or that you're sharing this because I think that it's gonna help so many more people in here. So first off, on the deeper side of things, I would ask yourself, when have you been really like deeply embarrassed? Maybe growing up, maybe like something happened to you that left you feeling embarrassed. Right now, nothing might come up, something might come up, but I have had so many of my clients journal on this specifically of like, when have I experienced embarrassment throughout like my childhood. So like for an example for me, I remember standing on a stage and I was like doing this like modeling talent thing and I got up on stage. I was supposed to sing a song and I went completely blank and then I just started crying in front of all of these people and I felt so deeply embarrassed. And that stuck with me. It just came up. The memory just surfaced recently when I was singing to my friend. I was singing a song in Hebrew and I felt that same level of embarrassment and like shame come up. And then all of a sudden the memory came to me and I was like, whoa, I've been holding on to this embarrassment and shame for so long. So if you're really worried about embarrassment, when in your life have you experienced being embarrassed? And then also knowing that like you do not want to serve anyone who is on that frequency. And Olivia, I know your energy and who you are. And like, you don't attract people like that. You don't attract people who are judgmental and like rude into your life. And if you have attracted them in the past, they're probably not even seeing your content because like you're so happy and elated and so you have such great energy that like that is not even a concern for you and you don't have to worry about that because you're serving people and you're genuinely providing so much to everyone who's in your space that if someone is like talking down on you they have like it should not even bother you because you're so amazing and maybe part of you is not seeing how much of a difference, of course, how much of a difference you're actually making. Like maybe you should ask yourself, what kind of difference am I making when I provide this service in someone's life? You're potentially helping them avoid diseases. You're potentially helping them have energy to go play outside with their children instead of eating fast food. You're providing like these incredible results. And I feel like when you engulf yourself in all of the magic that you actually are giving to someone, the fear of it not being and like someone talking down on you kind of just like dissipates because you know I'm providing something that's incredible and I'm never going to allow the opinions of others to affect that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. That's
Okay.
helpful. Yeah. It's
Okay,
just,
good.
it's a hard like mindset thing to get over, you know?
Truly, that is one that it takes actually a lot more work than just like one conversation. It does. Like it takes a lot more work than just a 3-minute Q&A. Like I have really dug in my own world, but also like Taylor, my girl Sheer in here. There's so many girls in here that we've really had to work through that in because they weren't really able to show up because they were constantly worried about people that they went to school with or people that they didn't like vibe with anymore, thinking like, oh, she's some kind of influencer. Like,
Right.
who does she think she is? And so that's a common one. But if you choose like something that this is I'm going on a ramble, but like something else that just came up for me is like for me personally, I when I finally said I want to let go of this fear of embarrassment, I was provided with so many opportunities that I experienced such high embarrassment. And I literally sat there and was like, great, this is a test for me. I'm going to choose to not be embarrassed. I'm going to choose to laugh at myself, say that I'm so silly, I'm so funny, I love that I'm authentically me, and then move on with my day. And like choose to be okay. Like if someone thinks anything of me, I'm going to choose to be fine with it, say what a fucking pleasure it is to experience this, and like move on. When you stop giving into that energy, you really do allow it to just like slowly go away. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah, totally. So
Yes.
basically, practice makes perfect on this. Just,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, like really starting like whenever those thoughts come up, just being like, nope, I'm posting it anyway. Nope,
Yeah.
I'm doing it anyway. Like literally taking action in the opposite direction. That's what's going to allow it to go away. If you continue to feed into it and start to get into your head more and more and more, you're creating a bigger problem, and then that's going to make it even scarier for you, and it's just strengthening that versus being like, nope, it's so simple, it's so easy. I don't care what they have to say, I'm posting it anyways. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And if you need
Work on it.
now, good. I'm so
Thank
happy to
you.
hear that. You're so welcome. Okay, let me look through some more of these questions. Okay. A tip for when you want to believe that you deserve abundance as your birthright and that good things are coming your way, but everything on your 3D seems the opposite, even the following days. Still the same. How to hang on tight to that feeling when your 3D world is the complete opposite. So basically what she's saying is that her 3D world, there's a lot of maybe scarcity or lack or a lot of things that are kind of happening, and it's hard for her to feel abundant or excited or knowing that her vision is coming to life when like that's not what's happening currently. I would like to say that that's probably coming up for you, and you're experiencing all of these challenges and obstacles to see, are you going to hang on? Are you going to trust? Are you going to surrender even deeper? Or are you going to go into reactive mode and try to like fix it all, figure it all out, and not trust? So I've experienced this financially for sure, where I was like, I feel the richest I've ever felt. I feel the best I've ever felt. Why is my bank account negative? And it made zero sense to me because I'm like, internally, I feel amazing. But then in the numbers on the screen reflect the opposite. And it messes with my mind so much. And then I started to realize, wow, that number on the screen is messing with my mind this much. So instead of, if it's not financially, maybe these situations are affecting me so much. Let's say like it's like your family or someone else in your world that's really affecting you a lot. That's where you are being shown that these are the things that are holding you in this same place. These are the things that are controlling you in the place that you're currently at. And that's what you have to work on your relationship with. Okay, so I'm going to continue to let go, I'm going to continue to surrender, I'm going to continue to believe that even if it doesn't look like it's taking off, I'm going to choose to believe that it is, because I am supported and I am provided for. um that's also a deeper one too. I feel like you guys are asking such great questions. I'm like trying to give you what I can, but also know that these are really big like concepts that I'm explaining, and I just hope that it lands. People above you don't talk down to you. They understand. People below you are the ones that talk the most shit. That is so true. People above you are like, oh my gosh, she's crushing it. I'm so proud of her. Look at what she's doing. She's making an impact. But people beneath you, the people who are like that went to your high school that like you still have following you on social media are gonna be the ones that are like, yeah, what the fuck is she doing? Blah blah blah. Like those are the kinds of people that are talking shit. And we don't align with those people. So they're not even playing at the same level. So we don't have to take their opinions into consideration. Like they're not living. I never take advice or take any ounce of anything from someone else who is not at the same level or above me in the place that I would like to go. Like I'd never take relationship advice from like my mom because she's divorced now. So like I wouldn't do that. Like don't take advice or don't take opinions all out for like don't like trust opinions from people who are not for you. What if you don't know what you have to provide to the world and you haven't found your purpose yet? You just know and have faith that you are trying to become more. I'm being told to just let go of what I built and it's not working. Melissa, I know your situation specifically, and if you feel it internally that you are supposed to let go of something, follow that nudge. Because my opinion is that all of the energy that you're giving to that thing that you're supposed to be letting go of, once you let go of it, all of this energy is going to redirect you to where you are actually meant to provide so much in this world. And for you personally, what I think that your skill is providing incredible experiences, providing memorable experiences for people where they walk away from events like yours and they say, holy fucking shit, I just had the best time ever. I cannot wait for us to be in Beverly Hills hiring her at this party next. That's what I think your gift is. Um, Yes, choosing to be okay. I want to start sharing valuable tips and content on my page to show people the deep value of knowledge of what I have to offer, but I always find myself getting stuck and doubting how to post tips and whatnot. I'm great in person selling, but sharing tips and knowledge for me is new to me and feels foreign and uncomfortable. I know that this is probably because I don't have experience sharing openly on social media, but how do you recommend I harness my knowledge to share with my people? My friend always says I have the best tips. Then I get on social media and I get stuck. That's such a wonderful question. I don't know who that is because it just says iPhone, but thank you for asking that. So, what I personally do is I've been here myself too. I just constantly am writing down ideas of like, okay, I had this thought in my head of today, for example, I shared on my stories about like abundance, and that was just something that I had thought about, and then I was like, okay, I just need to actually write this out and post. For you, it could be taking sometimes like usually one time a week, I'll sit down with myself for an hour and I'll say, okay, what are like the things that are coming to mind for me? What are tips that I've been giving to other people? What are conversations I've been having recently? And how can I share that with the community? So then I write down like my tips and then I go and film a video on it as soon as possible. And then it takes away all of the complication in my opinion. Like that's like the simplest way of doing it. And if you doubt that your education or your knowledge is not that valuable, that is a sense. This is like, I don't want to give too much, but I'd probably say that again, you're not seeing how incredible you actually are, babe. You're not seeing the magic that you bring. You're not seeing how much of an impact you truly make. And maybe that's because no one's ever told you. But I'm telling you right now, and I want to give you the permission and the motivation to please go share your tips. I need it. Melissa needs it. Ria needs it. Olivia needs it. We all need your information. The amount of people that you can impact across this entire country is waiting on you to get over your self doubt. How powerful is that? You hold so much power. So please go sit down and journal on your tips so that I can hear them, so that we can all hear them, we can all continue to grow because we all need people like us to do the work that we're doing. We truly do, deeply. If we don't do that, then you're not impacting all of those people that you could have had an incredible impact on. And that's not raising the vibration, that's just staying stagnant. And that's not what we're here for. The universe, God, source, whatever that you believe in, wants us to help others. So help others by sharing your magic. The way she smiled makes me think that you're spot on. Yes, we can all learn from one another. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. Is there any other questions before we end this? That was so helpful. Me, Deborah. Yes. Ask your question, babe. How to know what limiting beliefs are holding me back when I've disassociated a lot of my childhood. Ooh, that is a good one. I'm wondering if do you not have any memory of a lot of your childhood?
I do, but it's like bits and pieces.
Okay.
So I think what I'm going through right now is my mom has what I've always remembered her telling me is like, college is the only way. You're going to nursing school. You're doing this. I'm not doing any of that. And so when I have my high months, I like don't know how to spend and manage it. And then I'm down in the lows. And I'm like, when I'm in the lows, I'm like, oh, I'm so scared. Like, what's going on? And I feel like my mom's voice is coming up.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's definitely clearly that your mom has really influenced your subconscious like throughout your entire life, which makes a lot of sense because our parents do. But what I would say for you is like kind of like getting very, very clear on their story versus my story, their beliefs versus my beliefs. I would literally journal out on one side of the page all of the thoughts and beliefs that come out when you think about what your mom has ever said to you or what other people have ever placed onto you, and then journal out what you actually truly deeply believe about yourself. Because when you can like shift and like separate, I mean, when you can separate the two, then they're no longer fighting in competition for your like attention, if that makes sense. So it's not like it's not fighting for it's called, I know exactly what it's called. I just cannot think of the word right now, but competing beliefs. So you've got these beliefs that are like your parents, these beliefs that are your own. And then every single time that you go to do something on your own, you have this competing belief coming up and being like, no, fucking don't do that. No, that's not going to get you successful. That's not going to make you the money. That's not going to make you this. It's not going to make you that. But you're following the beliefs of them instead of yourself. So what I would challenge you to do is get clear on those beliefs that you continuously see coming up and then write out your own, and also just know that like I think that with the value that you have to bring to this world, you're not supposed to be in a job at all. Like at all. You're not. You're here to provide a service. You're here to support people, you're here to help people, not in the way of being a nurse, not in the way of doing all of that kind of stuff. You're here to help people internally and physically within their bodies. And really lean into that and trust that, because that's naturally what you feel and that you know intuitively you are meant to do. Let me know if you need more support with that though. I'm here. Of course. Okay, one of my struggles is actually talking on my stories because of my accent. Even though I know that my English is great and everybody tells me that it sounds fine, my narcissistic and toxic husband mocks me all the time. Ooh. Okay. All right. So first off, your accent is not bad at all. I love your accent. I love it so much. You sound beautiful. You bring so much life into every single conversation that I've ever fucking had with you. And I love the person that you are, Deborah. So please don't give in to that. And your narcissistic and toxic husband. I like don't really know what to even say to that, because for me I'd be like get the fuck out of there. But if that's where you're at, um talk to him, communicate to him that when you say X, Y, and Z, it makes me feel X, Y, and Z. And I hope that he would understand that it makes you feel really poorly and he would want to not continue doing those actions. But I also think that if he does not, that is probably not the person for you. And that's like a divorce kind of conversation. So it's like that's really hard for me to just touch on briefly. But you deserve so much more than that. And you're not bringing a bad vibe, babe. You're being honest and vulnerable, and every single one of us in this call right now has probably experienced the exact same things. For sure. For sure. Like I'm sure that we've all been there. So you're not, don't ever be sorry for expressing how you feel. But I will say that I do think that with having someone that's constantly feeding you that, you have to protect yourself and your energy so much. And I probably would never mention anything about your business around him if it was me, because you know you're not going to get a positive response. I would not talk about your business. I would actually separate as much as you can of your business from your relationship, and know that that's not the place of health and not a place that you're ever going to be supported. Um, because if not, then you're going to keep coming to him excited, ready to expand, and then he's going to start telling you that you're not enough, your accent sucks, this and that, and then you're going to be breaking it down even more, and it's going to be hurting you deeply. So I would protect yourself as best as you can and surround yourself with women who are strong in their words and hold themselves to a certain level. And I hate to hear that. And I'm sending you so much love. And I really, really hope that that doesn't continue. But I know you, Deborah. I've had such great conversations with you, and you are literally like a freaking little flower. You're meant to do great things. You have so much heart and soul to bring to this world. Your accent actually makes me smile. Like, you as a human being make me really, really happy, and you have an impact to make in this world. So please don't allow anyone who is telling you that you're less than that to affect you as deeply as it could be, because we all know that you're so much more special. I hope that that supports you. Yes, you have a big purpose. Exactly. Okay. Whitney or Olivia, she said one more. Do you think that posting every day is a good strategy? I ask because when I do, my engagement goes down, and then I get in my head about it, but the social media advice has always been to post every single day, at least in the beginning of building your business. What are your thoughts? This is where I think that the difference between posting out of like force is one thing, but posting with intention is another. So, or posting with intention or inspiration is more so what I meant to say. Like, if you can sit down with yourself and write, like, you feel very inspired, you like just went for a walk and you sit down and you're like, okay, I'm going to put some work into my business. And you take 30 minutes to write out a couple like ideas or thoughts or whatever, and you actually have the time and space to maybe like batch the content, and it doesn't feel like something that you have to do like every single day. I don't like doing things every single day at all. I would not recommend that, because I think that's going to take way too much of your energy. If I were you, I would put aside a couple hours of your week and then spend that all on content creation, and then throughout the week post that content every single day so that you feel prepared. um I I really, this is like a hard one, because I've definitely posted every single day, and I've also done it only when I've felt like inspired to do so. I personally feel like the content that you post when you're very inspired and excited about it, that's when it's going to do the best. But if you're only doing it out of force or to like crack the algorithm, like, I don't feel like that's the best way. I also will say that, like, going back to like using keywords and things like that on your social media, like using like keywords like wellness, health, healthy lifestyle, wellness tips, wellness hacks, all of that kind of stuff. Trying your best to like categorize yourself inside the algorithm definitely helps. Trending audios, I know you know that, but I think that like for you, if you want to do with the content that you're making, if you want to do a lot of more like quantity, you just want to post a lot, my best advice is to make those clips no longer than like 10 seconds, maybe with a few longer videos that are like 30 seconds or maybe a minute or however long. But like, I would just do a majority. If you're going to go for quantity, I would just do a majority of like really small bites of content that are giving like one really good tip or two really, really good tips. And I have a podcast I can share to you with you as well, that I think that that would support you with that as well. Really getting clear on like the problems that people are facing. Like, for you, it'd be like, if you're tired, if you're fatigued, if you're feeling stressed, if you're constantly feeling like you can't ever get ahead, if you're noticing that like your body's not responding as well as it used to, if you're noticing that your brain feels foggy, all these different things. If you notice any of these things, here's the solution in the caption. Read the caption, download my ebook, and then you have a lead secured. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Oh, I'm holding tears. That's why I'm here. Okay. That makes total sense. Yes, batching the content. That's a good tip. Girl, you are the best. I need everything that I need. Okay, awesome. All right, guys. Oh, I'm so happy you guys stuck around. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. I'm sending you all love and abundance. And if you would like to really go deeper into all of this, go ahead and fill out that link that I sent. Oh my gosh, it is 444 where you guys are at. Love that. You guys can go ahead and click on that link and apply to the group coaching program there. We'll go through a 12-week expansive container together. I'm so excited to have you guys. I'll schedule a call with you as well, and we will chat a little bit further about all the details. All right. Thank you. Bye.